are back. That's right. We are back. We are officially back. And yes, it's playoff fever. And yes, after the game has just ended a few hours ago, actually. A few hours ago. And the Bucs win 31-23. That's right. Brady and the Bucs win 31-23 over the Washington football team. Yeah, our first playoff win. Yes, with Brady. That's right, with Brady. 31-23. Wow. Yes, the Tampa Bay Bucs was really in control of this game, but they struggled through this game, middle portion of the game. I'm going to go through the dynamics, but before I get to the game, I want to tell you, look at my previous video where I provided the game plan for Tampa to win. My game plan, just a reminder, my game plan for Tampa to win was 1, throw short, 2, run between the tackles, 3, run to the edges, 4, find the matchups, and then 5, throw deep. And yes, Byron Leftwich must have been watching my tapes or something like that, because that was the Bucs offense. That was the Bucs offense. And unfortunately, Alex Smith did not start for the Washington football team. I apologize, Washington football team. And it was Heineke, a former Panther quarterback, and now he's was the quarterback for this game for Ron Rivera. So again, let me go through the swing of the game, because it's just hours, and I looked at the game, but I wanted to break it down, so I took my time to break down each and every play before I do this post game. Yeah, this is the post game of our first playoff, the Bucs' first playoff wild card win. So here we go, first quarter with Brady looking good when he first comes out. On the first drive, Brady hits Evans on the first for a first down. Then Fournette running very well, by the way. Leonard Fournette. Oh my gosh, he was he was the man. He brought his A game. Fournette run 10 yards, first down. Then Brady to Godwin, 17 yards, looking very sharp in the pocket. Brady was right on the money. And then Fournette running good. Did a couple of spins. 1 spin, 2 spins. Again, running in between the tackles. Like I said, run between the tackles. Other things will open up. And then they ran the ball, moved the ball very well, and then they came into the red zone, could not move it anymore. The defense of Washington pressured Brady, and the Bucs had to settle for a field goal. So it was 3-0 after the first drive. But you could just see that first drive was mechanical. It was methodical. And they were very confident that they could move the ball. So the strategy was right there. That is, throw short, run between the tackles, throw short again. He was looking for a deep pass every now. Just on the first drive, it wasn't there. So he ran again, running Fournette, the physicality of Fournette. So again, managed to get 3 points. Washington gets the ball. Heineke Heineke came out. Let me just give props to Heineke. Again, they featured Heineke and gave him a little backdrop of his history and what he did with the Panthers. And a little great story of Heineke was on the practice squad of the Patriots. and he actually met Brady back then. What was it, 2017 or 2018? And he was on a practice squad. And the little story, let me just tell you this little story that they said on TV, that Heineke was on the practice squad, was going to try to get early to the, when he was on the Patriots, get early to the office or get to the locker room. And guess who was already, what was it, 5 o'clock, 4 o'clock or something in the morning? The first person there, it was Brady. Back just a few years ago, being first. So that just tells you he's putting the work in. Anyway, so Heineke started off well, but he actually was throwing the ball very well on the first drive. There was he made a great throw to Sims, the wide receiver, and Sims just dropped the ball, and it was 3 and out for the Washington football team. Then Bucs get the ball. Brady throws to Godwin. First down. Fournette running well. And then broken up pass to Evans by Fuller, the DB. I knew Fuller would be bringing it from the Washington football team, the quarterback. So it was tight coverage, but Fuller did a good job. So they stopped the Bucs on that drive. Washington gets the ball on their second drive. Heineke to Sims, 36 yards, first down, and then Murphy. Here was the interception by the Bucs. Murphy bunting interception. Great. It was actually a tip pass, and Murphy bunting got the interception. And then here goes the Brady and the Bucs on their third drive of the first quarter. Brady missed. Let me just say, already on this third drive, the running back Keyshawn Vaughn coming in behind Leonard Fournette actually missed a block or missed a read, and Brady immediately jumped on it. You can see him just jawing him right on the field. Said you missed the pickup blitz and you missed the pass, and he just got on him because he wasn't heads up. He wasn't ready for the pass. So then Brady hit Scotty Miller for 10 for a first down. Then Brady, check this out. It was just a thing of beauty. He kind of checked his read, but he looked left and then went right. It was AB, Antonio Brown, streaking down the right side of the field. 36-yard touchdown. Brady looked off and then came back to AB. It was pretty. Beautiful. Beautiful touchdown, and yet the Bucs missed the PAT. It was 9-0, so it was good to see AB get his touchdown. And AB was in the flow, by the way. He was in the game, and he was running routes, and he was ready. His A game was there. And matter of fact, AB was just so intense. He was excited about getting that touchdown. So again, it was 9-0 after the second drive. What was the third drive? And you can just see the Bucs were in the flow. They were in charge of the game in this first quarter. Then Washington gets a ball on their third drive in the first quarter. Heineke to Thomas. That was a missed opportunity. Thomas was one of their keys that they did not go to for whatever reason on a regular basis. Thomas, I think Logan Thomas was really one of the keys. He finally caught a pass. Heineke to McLaurin. McLaurin finally caught a pass. Now again, McLaurin didn't catch a lot of passes, but he caught on this particular drive. And then Heineke avoids tackle and runs down to the first down. And then it goes to the second quarter. Washington first drive on the second quarter. Heineke avoids blitz again. Heineke to Sims. And then the first and goal, and then they run it in with McKissick. McKissick runs for 3 yards, made it 9-7. The Washington football team scored a touchdown, and they make it 9-7. 9-7. And so they responded. Heineke looked good. And it's like Tony Dungy, the commentator in the booth, he was just very, very impressed by Heineke. And then the Bucs come out on their first drive in the second quarter. It was a reverse to AB, for 22 yards. And then there was a screen to Fournette. Oh, that was a beautiful screen. And matter of fact, it would have went much longer if it wasn't for Bostic tripping up Fournette. But there was great screen. Then there was a pass to Fournette. And then Brady hits Godwin for a 27-yard touchdown. It was on Darby. And then that touchdown makes it 15-7 Bucs. 15-7 Bucs. And that's when Godwin was really playing very well, by the way. Godwin was right in the flow. And they were mixing up from wide receiver to pass catcher to running back. So it was really a good flow there. And then Washington comes back on their second drive in the second quarter. Heineke to McLaurin, first down. And then here was an opportunity where there was a pass, could have been a pass interference against Carlton Davis, which he played a great game. Carlton Davis played, but there was interference. He actually hit the wide receiver too early, and it was not called. Fortunately, it was not called, but it was like bam, bam, and it was just one of those things. fortunately for the Bucs, and they stopped Washington on that drive. Bucs get the ball back on their second drive in the second quarter. Fournette runs, screen to Fournette, 22 yards. Fournette runs for a first down. Then Brady, play action pass to Brady, 19 yards. They were mixing up the plays again and again and again. Again, I'm getting kudos to the offensive coordinator. I'm blanking on his name just right now. And so they were able to mix it around, and really move the ball well. And then Brady, I'm going to get it. I apologize. I'm still recovering after this game. Brady to Brady, and then Gronk. Oh, yes, there was an opportunity right there. They were in the red zone. And it was a great call. Brady tried to hit Gronk on the back end Leftwich. That's what I knew his name was. Leftwich, the coordinator, offensive coordinator, was calling a good game. Let me just say, I will give it up to Leftwich. He was calling a good game at that point in time, mixing it up. I got on Leftwich earlier in the season, but there's a good mix. Okay. So, again, the Beetle apologized. Yes, the Beetle, I'll come clean. I'm not going to apologize, but I'll come clean. He's finally calling a good game, Leftwich. So, there you go. Let me move back. I don't want to scream on this too much, but this is playoff, y'all. You got to get excited for playoff. If you're not excited for playoffs, come on. If you're not excited for Brady and the playoffs, come on. You're not a human being. So, again, Leftwich calling a good game. Give me a first half game. And then that one play where Brady tried to hit Gronk. It was just a little bit too far in the end zone. Couldn't get his feet in. Gronk caught the ball, but it was just too far back. And they had to settle for a field goal, which made it 18-7. 18-7 at the end of the second quarter. And the Bucs actually... before the half, Brady was sacked by Sweat, and Brady got up hot. There was a missed block, and Brady just get up, and he was just hot, jawing with his offensive line or someone, and that was right before half. So again, Brady was intense. Brady was right there, and he was fluid, and yet the first half you could just see they were ready to crank it up, but they were just missing key elements, key blocks or key assignments. That's really it is, coming down to key assignments. And you really can't mess up key basic assignments in the playoffs. Excuse me. You really can't. Thank you. Can't mess up your key assignments, because this is going to come back and get you if you don't come and complete your assignments, particularly on playoffs. So then they after the half, they come out. Washington gets the ball in the third quarter. Heineke hits, and now matter of fact, Heineke, he was struggling by the end because he was getting hurt, but he was really dealing. He's taking his game up another level. Heineke hits McLaurin. First down, Heineke to Thomas. Then almost interception by Whitehead. And so, it was almost Whitehead. It was actually a deflected ball. Went through Whitehead's hands. But Washington football team had to settle for a field goal, which made it 18-10. 18-10 in the third quarter. And the Bucs come out. Now think about it. The Bucs come out after halftime. They were sluggish. They was disjointed. They came out the first 3 and out on their first drive. And again, low pass, and Brady missed easy pass to Godwin. And you could just tell it was just not fluid. And then the Washington football team gets the ball on their second drive in the third quarter. They were 3 and out. Then the Bucs get the ball back. Brady to Evans, first down. Brady to Brate, first down. Then Vaughn fumbles the ball. It was recovered by John Bostic. The third string running back, Vaughn, fumbles the ball. I don't think he returned. I think they had enough. They said, okay, we can't determine that. And it was a great, by the way, Washington football team who caused the fumble. They just punched it out of Vaughn, and that was a crucial turnover. Washington football team gets the ball. Heineke scrambles, first down, and then Heineke runs, and throws his body to the pylon and scores a touchdown, makes it 18-16. 18-16. Now you're thinking, okay, it's tight. This is really a game, and it's just that the Bucs were at that point in time. They were sluggish. They were still sluggish, and that kind of woke them up because you could see the Washington football team getting excited. Chase Young getting all excited, even more. Chase Young. Let me just say, Chase Young talks more smack than anything. He didn't back it up in this game. They controlled Chase Young, the defensive end for Washington football. They controlled him big time. He talked more smack than anything. But anyway, after that was 18-16. Bucs get the ball. Godwin drops another open pass. This is a beautiful first down play. Brady sets him up very well, throws over the top, and Godwin just short-armed it. It was right in front of the Bucs bench. And I said, oh, no, come on. Again, Titan. This is when you know players have not played in the playoffs. No matter what you do during the season, no matter how many catches, and Brady was giving praise to Godwin all season long. He's a great catcher, best hands. But in the playoffs, Godwin, oh my gosh, he was dropping passes. He couldn't even believe it. So he dropped a really open pass on that first play of the Bucs' third drive in the third quarter. Then Brady hits break for 23 yards. Brady to Evans the first down. Then Brady gets sacked by Payne, and that stopped their drive. The Bucs had to settle for a field goal. It became 21-16. 21-16. Now in the fourth quarter, I'm 16 minutes in. I'm wrapping this up. Come to the fourth quarter. Brady gets the Bucs get the ball. Brady to Evans, 22 yards. Fournette, 18-yard run. Brady to Evans, then left and throws. He looked left and throws right. Oh, it was pretty. He looked left and actually looked left, moved over to the left, and threw right to Evans. Outstanding throw. And then it ended at the 3-yard line, I believe. And then Fournette power runned it in, got a touchdown, made it 28-16, 28-16 Bucs, 28-16 Bucs. And then the Washington football team gets the ball. Heineke drives, and Heineke to Sims. Oh, they came back real fast, the Washington football team, and give Heineke credit. He was taking punishment. He was struggling a bit, but he moved the Washington football team, and he actually moved them to get a touchdown. A great corner pass to Sims Jr. And they actually beat the corner. The one quarterback, and made it 28-23. So the Washington football team was down just by 5 points at the end, towards the middle of the fourth quarter, middle to the end. Then the Bucs get the ball back with 4 minutes left. Here we go, 4 minutes left. Brady to Evans, 35 yards. Again, a perfect pass. Perfect pass to Evans again, and that's just veteran leadership. And Tony Dungy mentioned it again and again. This is the reason why you got to have a veteran quarterback in the playoffs. This is the reason why Brady continues to elevate his game. He just that's the experience. And then Brady to Godwin. And then the 37, and then they actually had to settle for a field goal. Made a 37-yard field goal, made it 31-23. And then Washington football team gets the ball back. And they were had to hustle. Less than 3 minutes left, 2 minutes left. Levante David made a big time sack. Give it up to Levante David because he was just constantly bringing it. And let me just say, the defense was getting tired at that point in time. They were tired, but Levante David made a big stat. And there was 4th and 21. And the last play of the game, Heineke somehow got through the pass rush and threw a long pass to Thomas. and Carlton Davis knocked the ball down. And he made a great play, by the way. And matter of fact, Thomas could have caught that pass, but Carlton Davis, who I called out in my pregame, was, again, a key cornerback, a key defender. So give it props to Carlton Davis knocking down that pass. I'm 20 minutes in. Wow, so the Bucs win 31-23. 31-23. And I have to give the game ball to Leonard Fournette. Leonard Fournette did an exceptional job. Of course, Brady. But even Brady would say, give the ball to Fournette, because Fournette really ran hard between the tackles. And he stepped up his game when the first-string running back was not ready to go. When Ronald Jones II was not ready to go, Leonard Fournette, he paid his dues. About time. They paid enough money to bring Fournette over. So I'm going to give the ball. Yes, Brady will give the ball to Leonard Fournette. Okay? Because, again, it was just, you could just tell the Bucs were in control of that game, but they got lethargic in the third quarter, really out of sync. And you really can't do that in the playoffs. Whoever they play in the next, you can't get that much out of sync and expect to win. So you have to be on your game, and it was good to see Brady get on the players when they were missing assignments. And he had to get on himself for missing some passes as well. The defense, I love Todd Bowles' defense, bringing the paint, bringing it, and again, they mix it up. They bring blitz defenses consistently from different sides. But again, it's about the key matchups, and some of the second-string DBs going to have to step up and really play a better game. And again, and sometimes the pass rush was really not there. They need a consistent pass rush. That's the reason why Todd Bowles blitz. But again, playing a controlled game, you could just see they were the talent was better than the Washington football team, and they really could have blew this game out. But again, inconsistency in the red zone, but they have to shore that up, and I'm sure they will, and I'm sure they're going to recognize that that's what they have to do to win the next playoff game. But props to Brady, props to the entire offense and sticking to the game plan, but props to that defense, and game ball to Leonard Fournette for being physical, running between the tackles and making plays, picking up blocks, okay, screen plays. He ran very physical. He was turning, and he was making moves that I didn't even think Leonard Fournette could do. But give props to Leonard Fournette in this game. This is the Beetle. I told you we are still going. This pirate ship is still going to the next round. I stayed with the Bucs and Brady from day one, and now we're in the playoffs, and it's playoff time. You got to get your playoff face on, and you got to get your mentality into the next level and really believe that we're going to take it on no matter where we are going and no matter which team we are. You can just see it in Brady's face. It's playoff time. It's Super Bowl time. But we're going to play it one game at a time. That's it. This is the Beetle. Please, please, if you like and subscribe to my videos, I am still bringing it, and I'm listening, and I will respond to your comments, and you make some suggestions. By the way, what do you think our strategy should be in our next playoff game? What is the next strategy that you think we should you really emphasize for the next playoff game? Because that's what's missing. What is the next strategy for our next playoff game for the Bucs offense and the Bucs defense? And a little shout out to Bruce Arians. I'm glad he kept his mouth shut. You know I'm going to dog out Bruce Arians. I'm glad he kept his mouth shut. And even Tony Dungy mentioned that. Yeah, he's good friends, very good friends with Bruce Arians. And he said how his coaching has had to change since Brady's there. Yeah, Bruce Arians, Tony Dungy admitted that, hey, Bruce Arians changed his philosophy. he changes since Brady really took charge of the team. And so there you go. What's the strategy for the next playoff game? And we just getting started. That's right, 31-23, Bucs win. That's what I'm talking about. See you, everybody.